I'll leave my cigarettes here.
I got name brand cigarettes.
I'll be right back.
I don't want your cigarettes. I got name brand.
Okay, I gotta get a lock for my pipe. I'll be right back.
So we're here at the Hassville Family Restaurant, just me and Mark. No one else had the balls to show up. Everyone else pussyfooted around the evening. But there's been one thing I've been wanting to say, particularly to Mark. We all know Mark, if you've ever seen his vehicle, is an Elvis fan. He's got a little Elvis clock in his basement, which I think is pretty cool. He's been to Graceland. But I have to admit something. While I've always kind of enjoyed Elvis, I never really appreciated him. And I never really appreciated him for simply one reason: Uncle Jesse. I was never able to take Elvis completely seriously as a rock icon because of John Stamos's portrayal of Uncle Jesse on the TV show Full House. And I don't think I'm in the wrong for that. I think Jesse was a cheeseball, and I definitely think that he bastardized the king. And I don't know, there was just kind of like a have mercy connotation I had with Elvis, and I didn't like it. You know, Uncle Jesse was an Elvis impersonator at one point in an episode, and I just never wanted that association. But Elvis is the king of rock and roll. He's got a lot of good songs. Jesse and the Rippers be damned.
I don't have a counter for that because I agree with that point. That also kind of turned me off to Elvis, but then when listening to his music, found it to be quite enjoyable. But what Stamos did do for me is ruin the Beach Boys. So there's an episode where they, like, he sat in with the Beach Boys or something, and like they were all on stage, and it was really lame. And I was like, the Beach Boys sucked, and it was official at that point, in my opinion. But then, after actually listening to the Beach Boys, I found that they're actually really good, especially if you get past the stuff that you would normally hear. The majority of the recordings that I've heard aren't very much like Good Vibrations, which really isn't a bad song, but a little bit, maybe not the best. Regardless, I agree. Uncle Jesse, Stamos, suck. But in a great way.
You know, I couldn't help to agree with that more. I mean, come to think of it, I've never actually thought about that. If you think about that, Uncle Jesse really dissuaded a lot of people from liking pretty decent music just because he was such a cheeseball. But the Beach Boys are really more to blame because they were on the show multiple times, many times. It wasn't just one time, it was multiple times. If it wasn't Mike Love popping up to some kind of tele fundraiser thing that they had, singing Be True to Your School. It was them in Hawaii stumbling upon a Beach Boys concert. Then, well, wait a minute, the Tanner family has to get up and sing a song, Barbara Ann, with everyone. It's just, then, you know, everyone's singing Kokomo. I mean, it was just a bad time. That was a bad time for a lot of people. And yeah, Uncle Jesse did ruin the Beach Boys as well, and he ruined a lot of music. A lot of music. You know what? I honestly thought Frank Sinatra was kind of a lame ass for a while too, just because there was a poster of Frank Sinatra in Jesse's bedroom. So yes, definitely.